What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Nick. That's Jeremy. We are the Men of Main Street, and this week we are talking Stitch, Monorail, Roosevelt's, 4th of July, and some pro tips that you aren't going to want to miss. Happy 626 Day. Your week.
Good. How is yours?
It's been hot, man. It's. I had to break out the t-shirt today.
Wow. I mean, first time we've broken out a T-shirt on the show, but it's a nice one.
It is. I mean, it's Roosevelt's. It had to be Roosevelt's, guys. So this is the Roosevelt's. What do we call on this one? This is just the Tiki Tee, I believe. Yep, Tiki Teddy is what we're calling it. It's Roosevelt's logo in Tiki form.
Very nice.
Absolutely. You got one on, too.
I did. I broke out in honor of our 4th of July portion that we're going to be talking about today. Broke out my Ron Swanson shirt of greatness.
I like it. That's got everything on. It's got bacon on it. It's got some grilling on it, some lumberjack stuff. We got a little good thing going there, man.
I'm really, it's quite American, if I could say so.
It absolutely is. I still have yet to pick that one up. It's on my bucket list. But next week, guys, stay tuned. I happen to have a really good one that I'm saving for the 4th. So stay tuned.
Wow.
Absolutely, man. But, dude, we got a lot to talk about today. It's Stitch Day. Stitch is taking over the podcast, I heard.
Yeah, we have Stitch in the studio. Say hi, Stitch.
How?
Oh, God, where's he hiding out at? Sorry in advance, guys. I mean, he's at the controls. This could be a little crazy.
Yeah, I think he might have made his great escape once again, and now he's wreaking havoc in the Men of Main Street audio booth.
As long as he's not spitting on people, I'm okay with that. You can stay behind the glass, Stitch. Stay behind, okay?
Yeah, that ride was kind of terrifying.
Just a little bit.
But although you can't go on Stitch's Great Escape anymore, Disney World did have some things to celebrate 626 Day. We had some special characters show up on the Tomorrowland's Rocket Tower Plaza stage.
Wow, those are some rare ones right there. Jeez, we got Gantu up there?
Gantu showed up. How about that? And then also Dr.
Von Hamsterville.
Yeah, Dr. Hamsterville showed up. So that was exciting. And, Stitch was also there, as well as Angel, Angel's pretty common, not that common, but she does show up on time to time. So the whole crew was out today for 626 Day. The whole crew. So that was exciting. In addition to this, Disney Store also released some Roosevelt's.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, 2 different shirts. We have on the left here is the Tropics. It has it's kind of simple. I kind of like how it's just blue and white, but still has a lot of Stitch design. And then on the right, you have our the Tiki one that was released a while ago, but some alternate coloring. So the one that was released before was more dark blue and red, has more reds in this. This one's more of a light blue and yellow pattern, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I like this one. It's a little more subtle. The other one had a lot going on as far as color-wise. This one's not bad. It kind of all blends together. I like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of all the fun Stitch stuff going around, but I'm sure he'll be sticking around wreaking some more havoc in the studio. So.
Yeah, it's like a federal holiday at Disney World right now when it comes to Stitch Day. Everyone's out there celebrating, man. Now everyone flocks to Tomorrowland for all this.
I know, it's crazy. I feel like Stitch has always been popular, but like in the past few years, like the merchandise, not even with the movie, have just been kind of through the roof.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy to see that. But I mean, hey, it's all these 90s kids, us going out here and saying we want to go see more of it. So I can't complain. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
But dude, we got some more Roosevelt's to talk about though.
A lot more.
It has been a week. There's my man. There is paging Mr. Morrow up there. And wouldn't you guys believe every single thing you see up there is on its way to me already?
I am not surprised, to say the least.
Listen, I had it ready to go. I was loaded up at 4:01. My order was being placed. I didn't even get a chance to look at what they are, but guys, look at these. You cannot beat it. You got you got Mr. Morrow over there and Gracie running around, traveling. He's got all the snacks up there. I think that was gonna be one of my new favorites. Then we have some paintings over there. It's all like some classic paintings, and they have Mr. Morrow and Gracie photoshopped and all. It is so crazy to look at. And then we get a roper as well that is got Gracie on it, and it says Mr. Morrow and Gracie on it. And I gotta say, out of all the shirts that I have in my collection, I think these are some that I get asked about the most, mainly because everyone wants to know who he is. And of course, wouldn't you believe I stop everything I'm doing and I give him a whole lecture on who Mr. Morrow is. And it's definitely some of the highlights of my day when I get to go do that.
Now, Nick, I do have a question for you
Yes.
about Roosevelt's. So
Mhm.
I only own the Coonflex. Tell me about the Ropers. Is it a thicker material?
Actually, it doesn't seem to be. Um, I think. Well, it's definitely when we get one of these in, I'll make sure to go ahead and feature it.
Didn't
They
you get
are.
the? Didn't you get the Guy Fieri one is Roper? What
No,
this?
I didn't. I didn't get that. The only roper I have right now is the Yellowstone one.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, but I will be sure to go ahead and feature the roper for Mr. Morrow on here as soon as I get it. They're nice. It's the same kind of material, but it's got like snap buttons, I believe, on it instead of the normal buttons, which is kind of cool. Keeps it a little bit different. It definitely feels a little bit different because you have the raised stitching on like the shoulder area and then on the back as well. But it's not bad at all. Very high quality, just as well. They're just not as popular, it seems. The Coonflex ones, everyone usually flocks to, and there's nothing wrong with those. I At this point, dude, I think I own probably almost 80 something shirts now at this point.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's getting up there. But ropers, yeah, I only own. Well, with this one, it'll be two. So we'll be sure to head and showcase that the next chance we can. I did hear that we should have this by the 4th, because I said anything that was ordered by the 24th of June would be in for the 4th. So,
Oh, good.
well, yeah, we'll be sure to go ahead and showcase that. Probably not next episode, because we did talk about this, but we will showcase it maybe the episode after that.
That's exciting. I look forward to it.
Absolutely, man. But, dude, we're not done. We got more to talk about. Dude, Roosevelt's did something crazy yesterday.
It was pretty crazy.
It was chaotic, to say the least.
Yes.
And in fact, that's what they called it. They called it Chaos Wednesday yesterday, guys. This, what they did was something I've never seen before. They released a new shirt every couple minutes for the drop, and we didn't know if they were going to be restocking them within that time period. They sold out in minutes, if not seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That neon Mickey one, I was getting ready to just maybe see about getting it and looking at that. By the time I went to go hit like checkout, already sold out.
For sure.
I didn't even get a chance for it. The Peter, so we have that one up there, the neon Mickey one. Then we also have the Peter Pan one there as well. And Jeremy, I know that's one of your favorites right there.
Yeah, that one's really cool. It kind of reminds me of the new Hercules ones with all the clouds and stuff, but it's Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it's a dark blue, but I just like dark blue shirts in general. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really neat shirt. But
It is.
I didn't even have a chance to even think about it. That thing was gone before I knew it was there.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually saw so on the Roosevelt's Insider page. If you those of you that don't know, there is a Facebook page called Roosevelt's Insiders. Definitely, if you're a fan of Roosevelt's, get on there. It is where you see all the news and everything happening on there. Someone from one of the cast members that actually works at Peter Pan commented on this when it got released and says, shoot, I was working. I wish I could go ahead and get this. And you would not believe the amount of people that are trying to go ahead and make sure he can get one. So whoever did get one, I think they are trying to go ahead and maybe pass it along. Someone is, at least. But yeah, he saw that drop. He was working at the time. And he says, darn, that'd be perfect for me. So,
wow.
But yeah, no, just it's a crazy page. There's a lot of people on there buying, selling, trading, all that sort of stuff. So great spot to go ahead and check out. And then we have the the Star Wars one down there. I'm not a huge fan of that.
I like it. It's different.
It's unique. It's not quite my cup of tea.
Yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but
no.
Cool.
And then we get the floral one. The floral one's good, just very basic.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody wants a Disney themed shirt, unfortunately. So,
jeez, we gotta fix that, man. Everyone needs a Disney themed Roosevelt.
I know, but that one is still nice. I do like it.
Absolutely. I mean, and at the end of the day, guys, they are all Roosevelts, and that's all that matters. So, yeah. We're definitely always loving everything they're doing, and hopefully, they're gonna do something like that again soon. Hopefully, it won't be as chaotic. That was That was intense. I'm not gonna lie. I did not realize they were going to be releasing new shirts minute by minute. It was very crazy. So who knows? But Jarrett, what else do we have going on here? We got some new stuff happening at the parks, don't we?
Yeah, we get to talk about one of my favorite things in life, which is the Walt Disney World monorail system.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Nick, if there's something in life, there's not many things in life I love more than the Walt Disney World monorail system. My wife knows that. I do love her more than the Walt Disney World monorail system, but she knows it's very much up there. She always gets mad at me because
It could be neck and neck.
She gets mad at me because if we're in the parks and there's one like going by, I will just dead stop and take photos of it. But regardless, I just there were some updates that came out this week. So back in at the 50th anniversary, Walt Disney World installed some LEDs underneath all the monorails, which made it look really neat at dark, which is awesome. This week they surprised us and they made on the side of the Walt Disney World monorails it says Walt Disney World monorail systems, and now it is lit up, so that illuminates at night. So looks pretty nice out there now.
Pretty snazzy, man.
Yeah. So
no, I'm a sucker for a good monorail too, man. It's up there, I think, with the Skyliner for me. I like the Skyliner too. That one's that ringtone there, the do do do. That's my ringtone for when I get texts, and it hasn't gotten old. I've had it on there for about a year or so now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all the monorail updates. Nick, take us over to some bamboo updates.
We didn't even talk about this in the intro. Surprise, guys! We have upgrades coming, people. Upgrades. Okay.
Yes, printer upgrades.
Lots of printer upgrades. If you like 3D printing, which we love, you're gonna like this a little bit. So we took advantage of the sale that was going on here, and we have some new printers that are on the way. If you're looking to get something right now, this is the time to go do it. I think the sale is going on until July 15th. And you're getting up to 40% off some of the printers on here. So it's one of the best sales of the year that I've seen. We got P1Ss that are going way down in price on there. Personally, if I do have to steer anyone in the right direction, I would say the best bang for your buck right now would be to get a P1S instead of an X1. Mainly because it has a lot of the same features as the X1, and it has a much lower price tag. It's definitely, and you can also get the AMS Pro 2 as well with these combos. That's also part of the sale as well. They're doing a lot of flash deals as well too. So a lot of their kits and different things on there have gone down in price significantly. Their filament swatch kit I got for 99 cents the other day. Can't beat that. And then even the A1 Mini got one of those here too, and that one is went down significantly in price too. So, guys, if you are looking, I'm telling you, now is the time. Now is the best time to get a bamboo printer today.
True. If you're here for the Disney podcasting and you're looking at a print and you're going, I really want to print one of those, I would say probably the A1 Mini is the best way to get into it.
It really is, guys. And don't be scared getting into it. You do not need to get the AMS combo or anything like that at all to get started. I just got a very bare bones A1 Mini for mine. It was well under $200, I think, by the time I paid everything for it, and I had a coupon and all that too. I get two printers for less than I would have paid for one of them. So definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, the A1 Mini is great. Very small build area, but if you're looking to bring it around back and forth like I am and have something to go ahead and bang some prints out here and there, you're only looking to really go do PLA or something that doesn't really require an enclosure. That's your printer right there. That gets you into the game. And then from there, you would be surprised on how fast you start printing everything and how fast everything starts going. So, I get another P1S on the way as well. That should be here tomorrow. Jeremie upped his game, and you got one coming too.
Yeah, P1S coming my way. So you see my Ender 3 back there. That's going to look a little different. Maybe by next episode, we'll see how fast we get it in.
Yeah, we got quite the setup that changed here today. I went through and I made room for my I'm going to call my original one the Mouse Spot. I had to start naming them so I can keep track of them. So we get the Mouse Spot over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to call the other one. But and then the Mini I just have called Mini for now. So if you guys can think of names, let me know. Put it in the comments. But yeah, guys, seriously, jump on this if you can. Filament is hit or miss. I don't know if I would go so far as to get filament on here. Jeremie is a huge fan of Polymaker. I'm a fan of Sunlu mainly for the cost because I go through so much of it. But they're all great. I mean, just keep that in mind and don't be afraid to jump into it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments and we'd be happy to go ahead and help you with it. Anything related to 3D printing. I've been in this a very, very long time. Well, actually from the beginning. So if anyone has any questions on that, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out our prints over on Maker Worlds if you want to. Once you get your printer, print out our prints and give them a rating. We'd love to have some feedback.
Absolutely, and Jared's been putting in all the files that are direct from Bamboo Studio. So, fun fact: you don't even have to do anything now. He did all the work for you. You go in there and you just hit print.
I'm learning. I'm getting better. I'm preparing for my P1S.
yes. So it only makes it easier, guys. So seriously, and we also I have heard of some other upgrades that are going to be coming down the line too as well for some of the Bamboo printers that we'll be happy to share with you guys once they come out. Some new filament dryers and stuff like that as well. So kind of on the more technical side of it, but yeah, no, seriously, it's now's the time to get one, guys. I can't stress that enough. If you're waiting, I mean, I think now and maybe Black Friday it might be about the same, but that's going to be about it. Those might be the only 2 times for the year because this anniversary sale is definitely it's quite large. Sunlu is right behind them as well. I think they're celebrating their 3rd anniversary in a couple days actually. And they're another one that if you're looking for filament, that might be a great time to stock up on it. I was able to just get 10 rolls. I paid under like $100 for it. Granted it was just black and white, but again, I mean, I go through a lot of those colors, so I figured I might as well stock up, especially with having the printers now. It's going to definitely going to go through a lot more.
Yeah.
Anyway,
faster. Enough on the printing stuff. Let's get to some of the good stuff. Well, some of good Disney stuff.
All that good Disney stuff. What we got now?
Well, we're going to talk about Disney Starlight, which is premiering very soon. It is premiering on July 20th, right? That's what I said. July 20th. So we talked about this before, but since then, last Friday, I think they announced that they put the timing up for the shows. So Nick, we're getting 2 shows per night, which is like best case scenario. That's like best case scenario.
So we could almost see this 4 times if we were lucky. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about that.
You're right. I didn't even think about it that way, but you're absolutely right. So scheduling 2 shows per night. You're going to have your first showing at 9 p.m. and your last showing at 11 p.m. So the schedule will go Starlight at 9, Happily Ever After at 10, and then Starlight again at 11.
Very nice.
So yeah, we're really excited. And then, the reason we brought this up is we want to talk logistics with you guys.
Yes, this changes a lot here, guys. A lot.
So what I have done here on this map is I've taken the map of Main Street, USA, and I have gone in and put some arrows to help show the direction of the parade. So we know that each time for both showings it's going to start on Main Street and end all the way at the end of Frontierland. They're doing that for crowd control.
Wow, that is backwards for our normal route of going from Frontier to Main Street.
Correct. It is the opposite direction of Festival of Fantasy. I will note that I think I remember when Main Street Electrical Parade was around and they did that twice. They actually reversed the order the second time, if I remember correctly. But no, this is both the same direction down Main Street and over here. So, Nick, we wanted to talk about the best spot to watch the parade, keeping in mind the show times and the fireworks and then, the second show. So let's start at 9 o'clock. Say you're saying, I want to do Starlight 9 p.m. and I want to be ready for the fireworks right after. Where are you going?
Well, if it was me, I would start at the top of Main Street over by the Emporium.
So
Start
that'd be
kind of where it goes out.
right here.
So somewhere around there. I might even go a little further back, more towards the
Okay.
Yep, so more around there. And then as soon as it takes off, and I've seen it, probably at the corner. Actually, if you want to keep going, Jared, we're right at the corner there, right where it comes out. I would kind of go ahead and see it there.
You
Yeah.
see
So
here.
yep, I would go see it there, and then as soon as it's over, I would dart all the way through the Emporium, and I would cut through Casey's, and then I would follow the path there to go over by Adventureland, keep cutting through, and then I would go through the bathrooms that take you over
Right
between.
here.
Yep, over near Pirates and all that. We're gonna cut through there, and then I would kind of go stand right at the corner there by the DVC um, Frontierland outpost, whatever you want to call it, but the center for DVC and all that there. Great spot to go stand because you get that clearing. You have the fence for the that whole area in front there that is fenced off, so no one's really going to be in front of you because that's what they use as a barrier for the parades. And it's a great viewing spot. So if you do it right, you can actually plan to see this parade twice. You can do this with any parade, and you would just reverse the order for whatever direction it's going to go. So Festival of Fantasy, Ron on the Go has shown me plenty of times this is how you do it, and he does it without a hitch. Starts there, ends over in Main Street, and he manages to go ahead and see the whole thing twice. I mean, he's start to finish, he's able to go ahead and see it. So the timing for it works. Logistics work for it. I will say, I think it's going to be very difficult with fireworks. I think my idea is still right to go ahead and start in the Emporium and work your way down.
Mm-hmm.
If you only want to see it once, I would start there and then work my way down and follow it to the hub and then stay at the hub.
Right, because they're gonna have to clear the streets. The streets are gonna be clear either way. So
Yep.
right as soon as it finishes, that street's gonna fill in. You're just gonna be able to fill in with everybody else.
Yeah. And it would definitely be a good idea with that street open to kind of tail behind it and sneak in, drop your spot right where it's going to be, because the hub's going to have to be clear, at least in the route that he's got the arrows drawn there. It's going to have to be clear for the parade to get through. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is definitely the way they're going.
Yeah, so I would definitely go ahead and wait, fill in that spot if you're just trying to see it once. If you're trying to see it twice before the second showing, then you got to get creative and do like we were just talking about and run across. But then you're going to be going upstream to try to go ahead and get a spot. I probably wouldn't recommend that. Definitely better to go do that, I think, for the second showing. If you want to go see it 3 times, that might be the better way of going to do it.
Yeah, I think the whole twice thing is possible. I think it's a different element than Festival of Fantasy. Like, this is going to pull a much larger crowd than Festival of Fantasy, especially in the beginning. So honestly, we're going to see with the streamers, because they're going to attempt it. They're going to attempt to see it twice like that, but they might hit some more resistance that they're not expecting, just because of the timing of the fireworks, and the hub just naturally gets busier towards the end of the evening. So.
I mean, personally, if it was me going to go ahead and see it, I think, and again, I will evaluate watching all the streamers out there because I'm very curious how this is all going to go. I think I would start out going to the 9 o'clock showing, starting over where we talked about there, over by the Emporium. Start there, go see it, get my spot for fireworks. From there, I would wait to see the fireworks. Then I would go ahead and see how light the crowds thin out after that, or if everyone's just going to get seats again. And then from there, I think I might go back to the Emporium, or kind of even stay where I'm at, depending if I'm in the route of, in the way of the parade or not. And then see it once. And if I want to go see it again, try to cut through Adventureland, do that as the crowds are all coming out. Sneaking down one of those side paths might not be a bad idea. Because everyone's going to leave the minute they see that parade. Everyone's going to be trying to go do that. Because I believe the park usually closes at 11 anyways. That's about the last thing.
Yeah, they are. From my understanding, they're extending the hours a little later, because I think the park currently closes at 10. They're going to at least push it to like 11, 11:30. So.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that might not be bad either, because that might go ahead and allow it to, go ahead and spend some time away from the rides and really kind of focus on doing that. Now, I do get to say, if everything else is closed by then, kind of like Phantasmic is, when it starts getting later, just be prepared because that's all everyone's going to be doing. If there's no rides going at that point, or those they stop accepting people in the lines, you're going to be there waiting at that point, just with the crowd. It's not gonna, it's going to be a huge crowd waiting for it at that point.
Yeah, here's my suggestions. If you're in for the 9 o'clock and the fireworks, I think honestly, if you don't watch the 9 o'clock, getting a spot on Main Street for the fireworks, it does increase the difficulty compared to normal. Now, I think you could easily be like, if I'm not watching 9 o'clock, you could enter from Adventureland or Tomorrowland and still get a decent spot in the hub, because those areas are going to get cleared and then refilled. Or if, I think the best case scenario is if you watch both, which I think is a smart idea, is you hit up Main Street, and then as it fills out, you just fill in as the spaces appear, as the parade goes. Now, for those people who don't care about fireworks, and there are people out there, my aunt is one of those people who's like, I like parades, I do not care for fireworks. So I guarantee you, this is probably what she'll do. And if she doesn't care to watch the fireworks, I would say hit her Frontierland.
Dishonor.
Yeah, she just doesn't care. She's just like, whatever. She would rather hit more rides, and I'm like, yeah, sure. So you could easily hit, Frontierland's going to be a pretty quiet section. Everyone mostly is going to be in the hub Main Street area. So Frontierland, Liberty Square, you could definitely probably get a spot easily over there. And then after the parade's done, you can probably easily jump in line for Tiana's or Big Thunder or Pirates, Haunted Mansion. All that over there is going to be easy to get to.
And I will say, Jared, speaking from experience on this one, when the parade happens for Festival of Fantasy, it's going to drop your wait times drastically,
right?
For that, so this is going to drop that crazy too. If you do a beeline over to Tiana's right after, that 90 to 120 minute wait's going to be more like 20 to 30 at that point. Yeah, and it drops quick. If you run over there right after, we've done it twice now, and we've been able to go ahead and immediately, like, that line's moving and grooving. We cut through half the queue. It changed so quickly that the wait sign didn't even have a time, a chance to go ahead and catch up. It literally, we got back in line, and then by the time it had a chance to update, we were back up to like 90 plus minutes at that point. So you gotta prioritize and know what you're heading to at that point.
Yeah, and I'll also mention, like, everybody's going to be in this side of the park. I bet you Tron's going to be really short during these times.
That's another one, man. The minute like the fireworks are over, like I ran at one point over there, and we were able to get on within, I think, like 45 minutes, and that was right when it first kind of opened. So that's saying something.
And I think Tiana's is going to be short too, because a lot of people shy away from water rides at night.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole different experience at night. It's a lot of fun too. I actually kind of prefer it at night. I'm not one that likes to be wet all day long, especially it's not too bad when it's hot out, but if it's hot and humid, it's a little bit of a different story. So for me, I would not mind doing that, cooling off after a long day. And getting to go check it out, and it's really cool lit up at night. It's a whole different aura to it. Broccoli Hill looks very different at night. For those of you that don't know, we call it Broccoli Hill. That's what it looked like when it was under construction. Ron on the go was calling it that. It looked just like a hill of broccoli. It was nothing but little trees just everywhere. So we call it Broccoli Hill.
It does look like Broccoli Hill.
Yes, it does, man. What else we got going on? We got more to talk about.
Yeah, so today is 6/26, but come next week is the 4th of July, next Friday. We did want to touch on the 4th of July. We kind of made this week our 4th of July, so you had time to consume the information we're giving you, and then you'll be ready to go come 4th of July.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're going to start over at Magic Kingdom. Let me share my visuals again. Sorry about that. So yeah, 4th of July at Walt Disney World. How about that?
Look at that big golf ball over there. Jeez.
See, we'll start. Yeah, so we'll start over at Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom does do a special fireworks show called Disney Celebrate America, a 4th of July concert in the sky. which is a 14-minute spectacular. Will happen on July 3rd and 4th at 9:20 p.m.
Jared, I have never seen so much TNT lit off in my life.
You know,
at that show.
Yeah, it is crazy. I would love to really understand like that one versus New Year's, which one's the more firework.
Ooh, that's true. Well, the difference is, I think, is that we definitely have a larger footprint with this, right? Because we have, even with EPCOT this past year, New Year's doing fireworks behind the pavilions, that still doesn't even come close to what they do for this. Because this is all like, this is at least 4 different spots around the park, like the perimeter of the entire park that are going off. You have them in the back, the sides, the front, anywhere they can. They're lighting off like pallet loads of these things. I mean, it's incredible to see.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so anyway, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. In addition to the fireworks themselves, which we do love, also I will note that they're not going to do happily ever after these nights. It's just going to be yeah. Anyways,
you won't be disappointed, folks. Promise
no, this show is awesome, and consider yourself special if you're seeing it on those 2 dates.
Yeah. I actually, just so you guys know, I am pretty sure Ron on the Go will be there covering this. This is one of his favorite shows. I know he'll be back by then. He is still in Japan right now, or at least he's coming back soon. So can't wait to have him back.
Yeah. In addition to fireworks, they also have DJ dance parties. They have something at Rocker Tower Plaza Stage and at Frontierland. High energy sets and a lot of fun. There's plenty of decorations and a ceremony on Main Street, USA. There's don't miss the flag retreat. It happens every day, but on the 4th of July, it's a little bit more special.
Extra special.
And a great way to celebrate 4th of July is make your way over to the Hall of Presidents.
Yes, the most underrated ride in all of Disney World.
I put that on here, and now I'm wondering if it's... did they reopen it? Yeah. I would think so. I would think it's done by now, because they didn't have to make any new animatronics.
Here, you keep going. We're going to look this up real time.
Nick's going to look it up as I go on. So, yeah, I can hit that up. And I would say the one thing you should definitely do, hit up that Liberty Bell boat. It's the last, that's closing on the 7th. Nothing says America more like a steamboat going around Tom Sawyer's Island. You get on that while you can, because that's closing on the 7th.
Jared, it's not looking good. The Hall of Presidents is closed still.
Oh, so Liberty Bell is all you have, but it's not a bad thing because it's the last time you're going to be able to ride it probably.
Guys, to clarify on this, okay, the attraction is not broken. There's nothing wrong with it. They have to change it, obviously, every time a new president comes to office. They have to change the whole thing up with the animatronics. If you've never done this, I wouldn't classify it as necessarily a ride. It's a show.
Yeah.
It's one of the longer shows on property. I think it's close to 25 minutes or so.
Yeah, something like that.
It incorporates elements of Minutes with Mr. Lincoln for Walt Disney's original animatronic that he created. That was the first one that he had done, as well as hundreds of other elements and stuff like that have been added in there. 360 kind of imagery, animatronics, you name it. Great show to go see. It's under refurbishment because of our new president in office right now. So, but yeah, Jared, we can get back to that on now. It looks like the Liberty Bell is what we got.
Yeah, Liberty Bell. And one other thing to note about Magic Kingdom is they will extend the hours. It'll be 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Well, July 4th is going to open on. That's for July 3rd is 9 a.m. July 4th is 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'm sure there's early magic hours and all that jazz, which is normal. But yeah, should be a great time. Nick, take us over to EPCOT and where they're doing.
Yes. All right. So first off, we have some Spaceship Earthlight. You want to throw that one up real quick?
Oh yeah, we had that one. In the
we had that
slide.
Golf ball. Damn, look at that golf ball.
Oh, you know
what?
I just remembered there's another photo of it here.
Oh, even better. Look at that. That kind of looks like an American flag. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
That looks just like an American flag, guys. We have that going on. And we have it's going to go ahead and work with the fireworks back and forth as the shows usually do, which is going to be really cool. It's going to glow red, white, and blue, as you guys saw. It's going to be following Luminous, the Symphony of Us, at 9 p.m. Guests are going to go see the Heartbeat of Freedom, which is their patriotic fireworks finale.
Which is kind of nice because you still get to see Luminous, but then you get like this special bonus, which is this Heartbeat of Freedom right after, which is so many fireworks you can feel it in your chest.
Yeah, I could definitely say, like, there's times when I'm watching the live streamers go do this, and you just can't hear anything. Like, the audio is just so loud, it blanketed over everything that was going on. It's always crazy to go ahead and see, but yeah, it's going to be awesome, guys. We also have the Voices of Liberty, the Spirit of 76 meet and greets, which look at those costumes, man. Look at all that.
I know.
Jeez, it's almost like they knew it was like, America's birthday or something, man.
I know.
Look at that. But yeah, the Voices of Liberty are going to be there, guys. They do daily performances. They are fantastic. If you ever get a minute to pop in and go see them, definitely recommend that. They
Absolutely.
are very talented individuals. And the inside of the American Adventure Pavilion, anyways, it's gorgeous in there. Lots of icons of America and kind of help make up our nation and all that. So
artifacts, good artifacts.
Good artifacts in there. A lot of awesome artwork as well. And there's also the show in there. Jared, can you believe I've never actually seen the show inside the American Adventure?
It's been a minute for me as well. I've seen it once, but
Yeah.
It's been a long time. That is even longer than the Hall of Presidents. I believe that's a 45-minute show.
It's tough because that one, they do set show times. It's not like that one's not like a rotating show like the Hall of Presidents where it's, one crowd moves out, the other one moves in. This one is, we have 4 a day. And usually when they're going on, I'm usually halfway across World Showcase somewhere else. So it's on my list to go do. And I have heard that the Hall of Presidents is a little bit better because it's got the animatronics in there. So I would have to tend to lean more towards that. But I definitely do want to go check it out. So it's on the list.
Yeah, there are some animatronic scenes in the American Adventure. So
very nice. So I'm okay. So I'm not too far off, I guess.
No, definitely not. I will note, just from experience, last time I went to go do it, I was wearing a birthday button. The guy at the door was like, "Hey, there's a phone call for you, and there's a little red phone as you enter on your left, and you go pick up the phone, and Mickey Mouse wished me a happy birthday."
Would you look at that?
I know. How about that?
That's awesome, man. Dude, just birthday buttons are where it's at. If you get to celebrate your birthday at one of the parks, good for you. I've done it before. It's just an extra little bit of magic that they go out of their way to just even point out and say, "Hey, happy birthday." And sometimes I'm even the one saying happy birthday to you. If you're wearing your Roosevelts and I see you in the park and you have a birthday pin on, you bet I am telling you happy birthday. That happens. It's happened to me at least 5 or 6 times now.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, we also have our normal park hours going on there. We have 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Those don't change. That's the great part about EPCOT. It is always 9 to 9 every day.
I wish it was later than 9. If I think I was listening to another podcast and like, if there's one thing you could change, what would it be? It would be like, make EPCOT open until 10 p.m. I'm like, yes, like after fireworks, like getting one more snack or drink after fireworks, like would be awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they kept just that open in World Showcase for a little bit longer, I'd be happy. Not so much even the rides. I don't need that.
No,
yeah,
just the food and drink. Cause like usually you're rushing. I'm always rushing to get to my spot for Luminous.
Mm-hmm.
So to have a couple, like one more hour, like, after this, I'm going to go up there. One more thing. Cause after Luminous is done, every door to World Showcase shuts real quick.
Yeah. You'd think like the Black Plague is coming or something like that. The way they just slam. No one's else coming in.
It's like, I didn't get my caramel popcorn. No.
No. But it's definitely something I wish they would do too. But at the same time too, man, it is nice to know that is always the time for it, and that it usually works out pretty good. I also happen to enjoy Deep Voice EPCOT guy after the fireworks, just to go ahead and talk. So I typically will take time to go the opposite direction, the longer way out of World Showcase every time, just because I want to go ahead and listen to him, wish me a good night, and listen to those awesome songs, and go from there. So
yeah,
some of my favorite accompaniments and music right there. So, but Jared, enough about all that. What else do we got going on?
Yeah, I'm just going to touch on some of the resort and other highlights going on around the parks. So if you can't make it in the Magic Kingdom or or Epcot, you can hit up the Magic Kingdom Resort area for some great firework viewing.
Yeah, you
You'll be
can.
able to see it from Contemporary, easily on their 4th floor, that little balcony there. If you want to get fancy, get a reservation at California Grill upstairs. That would be an awesome place to watch that fireworks show. The other place you go, Grand Floridian on the dock. Here would be a nice dinner, Narcoossee's, and then you go out on
Ooh.
the deck for the fireworks. Ooh, that would be nice. Narcoossee's is really good. If you've never been there, Nick, I highly recommend Narcoossee's.
It's got a lot of interesting character meet and greets there too, from what I've heard.
No, that's the character is in the other restaurant there that I'm blanking on the name of right now. But Narcoossee's is the small round building right on the water. There's like three.
Okay.
They have like 3 restaurants in that place, but that's not where the characters will go. But
Gotcha.
it's a little bit fancier, a little bit higher end, not as high end as Victoria and Albert's, but the views there are stunning. I'm gonna be honest. I think Victoria and Albert's is cool, but I don't get the hype because I think the interior of it is boring.
It's dated.
Well, it's just
definitely
there's
dated.
no windows. It's like come and eat in this fancy closet. Spend $500 in this closet with us.
I mean, Jared, if I had to choose between that and another really high end restaurant at Disney, I'd probably go like Monsieur, or was it Monsieur Paul or something like that?
I have
The
no
one
idea.
you never heard of that? There's one in France. France
Oh.
Pavilion.
Oh,
It's above. It's another one it's only like by reservation only. It's
Oh,
above.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, it's very high end. It's above the Chefs de France. I think it's called Monsieur
Oh.
Paul. And that one, again, is another very high end restaurant. I think it's like a 6-course meal that you get at that one. They have a dress code, whole bunch of different things.
I heard that the Tepanetto, the sushi place, is that Tepanetto or is that the...
Well, there's a place in front of it.
Because you have in Japan, you have the hibachi, and then there's a sushi place right next to it. I think it's called Tepanetto, and that one's a very hard reservation to get.
What is it? Shiki Sai? I'd have to look at it. I don't. Oh, Takumi Te. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking of.
Which
Yeah, that's the one you're thinking of. It's right in front of Tapanetto. Tapanetto is just strictly hibachi. Takumi Te is the place in front of it, which is another great spot to go see fireworks if you can. It's beautiful. You're right at you're right over all the crowds and all that out there. Great little spot to go see it. Tapanetto, by the way, an amazing place. Everyone's going to tell you it's the same hibachi you get everywhere else. Okay, guys, you get Disney themed hibachi. 2 things that I love you get to have combined in there, so I am not going to complain about that at all. And I've eaten there before. It's always tough though at Epcot. You have so much food, especially during a festival. It makes things a little bit difficult. But I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was fantastic, and you are so full by the time you're done there. It's oh my gosh, it's incredible. But yeah, Jared. So looks like we also got some other stuff going on at the resorts. We get some pool parties going on. It looks like.
I'm sure they'll have pool parties, meet and greets will happen. I mean, those are pretty normal, but you'll see some additional on these nights because they know the increased crowds. I don't know who we'll expect. I would maybe expect someone in some patriotic outfits. I would also say if you can't get to the monorail loop for fireworks, the boardwalk would be another pretty decent spot because you could probably see most of the luminous fireworks and the tag.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the entertainment there is awesome. So
yeah, worst case, you could always go ahead and stand over by International Gateway and just hope you can see everything there. It's not bad. I've actually seen the start of Luminous over there. It's really not bad. You can still see most of it from there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it looks like we don't have anything new going on at Studios, but we're gonna have some snacks and treats because I mean, that was the home of a salute to all nations, but mostly America. So
that is absolutely true.
We got to have some snackies going on there. So sure, we're gonna see some stuff going on, and looks like Fort Wilderness. We get something that I hope to eventually partake in someday, man. Do you know what that is?
The golf cart.
The golf cart parade.
Yeah, golf cart parade.
that is they do that for a lot of the holidays, and it's one of the coolest things. In fact, it's some of my favorite episodes from Resort TV One when they go out there and they go do their live streams out there, especially around Halloween and Christmas time. People go all out. I mean, all out for decorations and how it's all going to look there. Um, Incredible. People do even do like, I don't want to say competitions, but they go around and they make it look just so crazy. And yeah, she'll go ahead and they'll just drive around the Fort Wilderness and go ahead and check everything out. And it's always great to go ahead and see there. But yeah, they're having their Independence Day parade around the campground, so you get to go ahead and join the conga line and go drive around there with your themed golf cart and themed campsite. So that's another fun thing. But a couple things we're going to go ahead and make note of, guys. If you're trying to go see any of this, make sure you guys get there early. That's the name of the game for all this. It's going to be hot. Put our patient pants on, right? We've got to make sure that we're while we wait, we hydrate, right? So let's make sure we're doing that. And keep an eye out for Magic Kingdom because it's probably going to reach capacity, I'd imagine. Because this is, like we said, guys, pallets of fireworks. I'd have to imagine. I mean, just hundreds. So it's gonna reach capacity because they only do this show, I believe, once, right, Jared? It's right on the 4th. That's it. They don't do it any other day.
Oh no, the 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 days, but again, a very sought out show to go ahead and see. So make sure you guys go ahead and get a spot early. Make sure you get there where you want to be. Get that fireworks position that you are looking for 45 to maybe an hour, if not longer, in advance. Remember, transportation is on your side, guys, so make sure you use it wisely. So Skyliner, boat, monorail, they're going to be busy. Make sure you plan accordingly and make sure you're ready for that. I definitely would advise you to wait until after the shows are all done. Wait a little bit. With crowds being as large as they're going to be, you're probably not going to have to worry too much about the going for several hours probably after. Just don't be that person that stays there until you're the very last person out of Magic Kingdom. That's going to be a little bit rough. And also just consider watching the fireworks on the 3rd as well. You're probably going to have a little bit fewer crowds that day. I'm sure you're going to have those of you like myself just a second ago that didn't realize that they are going to be doing them on the 3rd. So keep that in mind. Use that to your advantage. You're going to have probably fewer crowds. And the shows are going to be identical, so they're not going to change. So you can go see that one night and then go see EPCOT the next night. So keep that in mind. Now, Jared, are they doing EPCOTs 2 days as well?
I think both of them are 2 days.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can mix and match. You don't have to. It's not a competition of trying to go ahead and get to those there.
Yeah, I would say my best suggestion, if you're like, I don't want to deal with crowds that much, I would probably do EPCOT on Thursday. Because Epcot's easier. EPCOT on Thursday, which would be the 3rd. Because Epcot's easier to get around. Like, the crowd control's a little bit better on that one. So you can see those fireworks there. And then Friday for the 4th of July, I wouldn't go in the park. I would do a resort viewing. And that would just be my opinion. Because I don't think the projections on the castle are really that much to... Like, it's more... It's not like crazy, like, happily ever after project. There's not going to be characters all over. It's going to be stars and stripes. Kind of basic colors, and they're going to pipe the music wherever you are at the resort.
The castle's just going to be a gigantic flag, guys. It's all it's going to be.
So I would recommend, if I was to do it, I would definitely escape the crowds, hang out in the resorts, enjoy them there. Hey, if you're looking for a cheap night, head on over to Polynesian. You would probably have to park at Springs, take a bus over to Polynesian, have some Dole Whip, sit on the beach, and watch the fireworks.
Yeah, or if you guys want to avoid having to go to Springs, you can always go to the TTC as well. Just keep in mind you're probably not going to be able to park at the Poly unless you have a reservation.
Yeah, you need a reservation.
Yeah, so if you're going to go ahead and park anywhere near there, I would say the TTC. But if you're trying to go ahead and do free parking, that might be the better option there. Because I know parking at the parks gets very expensive.
Yeah.
So, hashtag passholder life. But yeah, guys, seriously, we hope you guys enjoy anything that you're going to be getting up to on the 4th. I think we may try to go do another episode right beforehand. We'll see. If anything, it's going to probably be a shorter episode.
I think we probably we'll be able to fit it. But we'll definitely have a printout for you guys. We have a print this
Yes.
week, but we're definitely going to have something out for you guys next week to celebrate the holiday.
Absolutely, guys. And again, for those of you that have been along for the ride, we're starting to gain a little bit more traction here, guys. Greatly appreciate all the support and love you guys are all sharing with us here. Keep the comments coming. Keep the likes going. Like and subscribe. It's free to do. And, again, we appreciate you guys all here. Thank you guys for watching every week. For those of you that keep coming back and hearing all of our pearls of wisdom, 3D printer stuff, and a whole lot more. And, yeah. Now, I guess one more thing we got to go ahead and say. I mean, it's Stitch to Stitch or 626
Well, hold on.
day.
We can't get ahead. We got to show off the print, right?
Oh my gosh, what am I thinking, man?
I know. Jump into conclusions.
Stitch is getting up in my head, man. He just keeps sending messages here on my computer. It's getting a little scary over here. Jeez, what do we got, man? Go ahead and show us.
So for this week, I worked pretty hard for you guys. You guys were like, I don't have a lot of 4th of July decorations. I need something that's really going to impress my the people around me and celebrate Disney all at the same time. Well, I've done that for you. Check out this really cute 4th of July print that I've designed myself. USA, and it's got Minnie with a red bow and then Mickey with a Uncle Sam hat on. So, yeah, this was a pretty customized job I did myself in Tinkercad. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty proud of it.
Hey, Jared, it came out great. And, pretty soon you won't have to worry about any more filament swaps because I did this by just hitting print. That's all I had to go do.
Next time I'll be able to just hit print. This should come right out. So,
yeah, guys, I do got to say, be prepared for a lot more prints, especially now that he's going to have this, because he'll have a lot more free time on his hands, not having to worry about doing filament swaps anymore.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, I don't know if it'll be more free time. It takes me like 2 minutes to do a filament swap, but it'll just be like, oh, I don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. and switch some filaments over anymore.
Yeah, so you could be up at 3 a.m. designing. Come on, give the people what they want.
You're right. Don't worry. I have so many more already done and so many more ideas. And I've been learning a lot more about tools, even using AI to help me design some of this stuff. This was not AI. This was all hand done for the most part. But yeah, I'm getting creative, and the more I do it, the more I'm going to enjoy doing it. And now that I am going to have a P1S, not all of it, I'm going to have to do layer stacking. I'm going to be able to do some more advanced 3D modeling too, hopefully. So
Absolutely, guys. And we'll be sure to go ahead and keep uploading those configuration profiles as we do them, so that way you can print it the same way that we do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, guys, we'll hopefully have another print for you next week. Well, we will have another print for you next week. Probably keep a little bit short, but yeah. Again, I mean, and with Stitch over there, pushing all the buttons, he wanted me to make sure we told everyone that what Ohana means, and it wouldn't be 626 Day without talking about that. So, Stitch, what does Ohana mean?
Ohana means family.
And family means nobody gets left behind or
That's
forgotten.
true.
So, Stitch, we will have to just take you back to Disney. Jarrett, we have to take a trip right this second. I'm sorry. It's just going to have to happen. No, I'm kidding, guys. A couple weeks. But,
Wow.
Yeah, we get some stuff on the in the works, guys. So, might be live stream, might not. I don't know yet, but we'll give you guys some more details.
We need that live stream. Everyone loves that.
We'll see. I have some more ideas, but those phones have been getting hot down there for all those live streamers. So,
well, you got those printables. You're going to print out a little tent for it.
Listen, we got to do like Ron did, and we got to get a 3D printed tent above his phone. So, we'll see what happens here. Anyways, guys, seriously, thank you for watching. We greatly appreciate it. We're having so much fun doing this, and happy to keep bringing you guys all this every week. So,
yeah, glad you guys are here. Have a happy 4th of July. Be sure to look out for some more prints dropping, and drop a review. We don't have any reviews yet, so I'd like to see one of those soon.
Absolutely. All right, guys, and with that, we will see you in the future.